All right, and we're back. And here we go. Let's spin the wheel. Well, the stream may end in just a few minutes. That's the hottest thing on the wheel. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take it. So this is the agonizing solar flare sunflower seeds. They're definitely going to end the wheel for tonight. I'm not eating anything spicy after these. Yeah, you might have killed the stream. We'll see. I'm gonna eat these, and they're dangerously hot. So if I react too terribly to these, I may have to abruptly end transmission. So if I suddenly disappear, it's because my internals have burst into flame, and I'm probably running up the stairs screaming for Jelly to call me an ambulance. I've survived these once before, but only just barely. So there's something, they're called solar flare sunflower seeds, and they're meant to be eaten as like a spice challenge, like an extreme spice challenge, where you eat them all at once. But I've divided a packet up into like tablespoon size or teaspoon size scoops, a little more than a teaspoon, half a tablespoon, something like that. And these are seasoned with I think a blend of ghost pepper, scorpion pepper, and Carolina Reaper. I think they're seasoned with pure capsaicin powder. It's like eating pepper spray. I'm shaking them up because I want to get all the like loose powder that's accumulated down in the bottom of the jar. I want to make sure that it all comes out. And I'm just delaying because I'm terrified of these. Tuesday says, no worries, I'm going out tomorrow. Swing by the shop I got the game from, and they'll replace it under warranty. Right on. Derek says, I felt the same way the first time I saw Mars Attacks, but over time it really grew on me. Right on. Alright, here we go. I wanted to say that it starts off not so bad, but it became bad so quickly I couldn't talk. It's still building. It's already so bad, it's still building in intensity. Oh. My ears. My ears are sweating. Sorry about the hiccups. There's just nothing to say. It's just pain. Oh my goodness. I just have to. I think my hiccups are gone. I just have to ride the wave of the burn. My nose is definitely running. I don't want to sniff too much. I'm trying to keep the audio from becoming unbearable to listen to while I suffer. Oh my goodness. It's still horrible, but it's coming down now. I'm over the peak burn. I think I'm gonna survive. I'm doing better than I think I would. That's very kind of you, Loaf. They're no joke. They're no joke. I think they are the hottest thing I've ever eaten. I don't know what comes close. The roof of my mouth, so like where I feel the burn the most, with the roof of my mouth, the back of my tongue, and inside my right ear. My right ear is like super hot. I get that like all the parts of the head are connected, but it's very weird. It's very weird that the heat would make its way like over here. Oh. All right. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I survived. No more wheel tonight. No more spicy food tonight. That I'm maxed out. I cannot I cannot risk landing on that again. Once in a night is all I can take of that. Alright, I'm going to put us back on the game. I am going to turn my camera off for just a moment. I'm going to blow my nose. And we'll get right back into it. Thank you. Bravo. Thank you, Loaf. Alright, let's play some video games, why don't we? Thank you for the GG, Derek. Christian Cool, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. I wish I had something cool right now. I don't know if you saw, but I just ate some of those solar flare sunflower seeds, and I feel like this guy. Alright, I gotta figure out how to turn in the last jelly bean. I need to restock some of the supplies I used up too. I still had a piece of one of those sunflower seeds. I could feel it stuck between my teeth. I did manage to dislodge it. Olin's house. I wonder if the secret to getting that treasure chest, I wonder if I had to get it earlier in the game. Like if there was a... Like maybe there was a way that like Olin's house and that building over there were connected, and I had to get it before Olin's house was destroyed. That might be why I missed out on that. There are things like that in this game. There are collectibles that you only have an opportunity to collect for a limited window, which makes a perfect run of the game kind of difficult, I imagine. Not a good way to build replay value. To have players locked out of picking up particular collectibles. I don't know for sure that that's the case here, if that's the case here. But I do know that there are games that do that, and not necessarily to build replay value, but like I think if I remember right, in Mario RPG, there's a collectible coin that you only have one opportunity to collect, and so 100% run like could be pretty frustrating if you're good at missing that coin. Whew. Alright, I guess we should go back and see if we can find Cephas again. Because, like, Nava gave us the thing and told us where to go, but I don't exactly know how to get there. So maybe Cephas will give me some insight. Nothing. We should definitely save. Nava has gone, right? Have you taken care... You have taken care of him, haven't you, Alundra? You truly overflow with kindness, friend. If you go to the basement of my house, there's a treasure Nava would have wanted you to have. Light the lamp, starting with upper left, then lower right, bottom left. Okay, let me just write this down. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm certain you'll be quite pleased with the fruits of your labor. How far are you in this game, Derek asks. We're really far, Derek. Like, I'm probably gonna finish. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna finish it tonight. Unless, I think there's only one more dungeon. And unless that's, like, insanely hard, I think I'm pretty likely to finish it. Novice Charm obtained. But what does it do? Novice Charm increases defensive power, neutralizes certain elements. Oh, that's great. That is not at all like what I thought I was getting. I seem to be missing an entire weapon. And I know what this item that I don't have is. If I finish this, am I playing something else? It depends on how quickly I finish it, Derek. Because, I mean, this could have, like... This could have 4 more hours left, and, you know... If I finish it after 4 hours, I probably won't feel like playing anything. So, it just depends on how I feel when we finish it. I don't have anything in particular planned, though. If I do finish it, I'll probably just grab something kind of random off the wall. Probably something I've played before that I just like to revisit. Locked into the same dialogue. It's locked. Huh. Alright, so there's no one else in the game I can talk to, so... I gotta figure out how to get over to the other thing. How did Tears of the Kingdom go? Really well, really well. We had a good night. I filled in a big chunk of the depths, and I did a lot of shrines. Like, I think we did over 10 shrines. It was a lot. I played for a long time. I went for like 9 hours. Yeah, it was a massive stream, but I was just I was just having a good time, and I kept finding more stuff to do. I don't know how many shrines there are in the game for sure. If it's the same amount as Breath of the Wild, we will probably finish the shrines next time. But we'll just see. After I finish the shrines, I just have to finish the lower map, and then we'll finally do the story, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, if there's 24,000 shrines, I'm gonna be in real trouble. I have a major problem right now in this game, and it's just I need to go up onto I need to go up onto this ledge here, and I just don't know how to go up here. That's where I need to get to, that last pedestal there on the left. I heard it's a huge map. Yeah, I'm trying to be careful the way I talk about it, just in case there's someone lurking who I need to protect from spoilers. But yeah, I was absolutely shocked with how huge the game is. I thought I knew. I thought I knew kind of early on how big the game was. And then I eventually hit the point where I realized that everything I thought I knew was wrong. It's so much fun, though. I have so much fun with Breath of the Wild, or Tears of the Kingdom. They're the same game. I know I must have been through here at some point, right? Oh no! Oh no! I've never been through here. Hey, this is good. This is new. Ah, I thought I'd done this before, but I had... Oh, wait. I think I have. Cancel a celebration. Pretty sure I've done this before. Yeah, this is where you get the spring bean. I'm pretty sure we're going to be done with Tears of the Kingdom by, well, I think we're going to be done with it by the end of August, though. If we keep doing it 2 nights a week like we've been doing. I think I'll be at a stopping point with it by then. Whether or not we finish this game tonight depends on a combination of how difficult the last dungeon is, but also how many hours it takes me to figure out how to get to the last dungeon. And I'm actually more afraid of the latter than the former. They sure did a good job of, like, making really sure that you understand how to use the spring bean by the time you get out of the area where you obtain it. Why can't I make this last jump? Come on, game. That's more like it. I thought maybe I hadn't been in here before because of those bushes. I thought, oh, when I came here before, I didn't have fire. Clearly, I was mistaken, though. Curses. I still don't know where to go or what to do. No. Oh, I missed that jump and it's all over. I have to go all the way around. I cannot even begin to understand why this game does not have a higher jump or a double jump unlockable, because there are so many areas where the jumping is so frustrating. Why did it never occur to them to have a point where they finally alleviate the jumping misery? can't believe how long it took me to finally do that. That still doesn't get me where I need to be, though. That gets me a shortcut to a different area. I guess that's one way to clear a boulder, with a second one. Yeah, I don't really like the logic of that area. Takes a boulder to fight a boulder. Alright. Alright, next time I play rock, paper, scissors and we both throw rock, I'm going to insist that I win. Just put both your hands together and call it boulder. Whoever throws their rock later wins. Yeah, I gotta make sure. They say, hey, you just copied me. I'll say, no. No, I didn't copy you. I defeated you. Why is your cam upside down? I like to try and look at the games I play from all angles. Don't throw it out and then call the person 4 years later and yell out boulder. Oh. And patience wins, rock, paper, scissors. Sun Tzu or something. It really seems like when you can walk behind a tree like this, it really seems to me like it should be because there's a secret there. It's never a secret. It's never a secret where I think there's one. And I don't think I'm bad at finding secrets. I think the developers are bad at hiding them. Bad at placing them. They're good at hiding, that's why I can never find them. If only more people thought like I do in regard to where a secret should be. I'd find a lot more secrets. You gotta be close to beating this game now. I think if I can just figure out a couple more things, a couple more small things, if I can just get them figured out, I think we have a real chance of beating it tonight. Alright, it's only 2 a.m. Time is mostly on my side. Basic understanding of the world map is not very much on my side. See, like, I just don't know why this area exists. I'm gonna get over there to that treasure chest. You better believe it's gonna happen. The thing is, it's a treasure chest I've already been to. It just had an item that I didn't need at the time. And still don't need now. I just don't like leaving an unsightly treasure chest. That is not what I thought was being there. Hey, that's cool. The falcons are a special type of currency. There's one guy who runs a store, and the only payment that he accepts is falcons. The game takes a very, very long time before it teaches you that. Like, I had like 25 falcons in my pocket before I had any idea what they were supposed to be used for. It's this guy here, though. He sells, basically he sells things that, like, he sold me all these items, right? The silver amulet increases defense. This one increases attack. And he sold me some heart containers. And next up is this bracelet thing. That means you brought me 40 Gilded Falcons so far. You're presenting me with 40 Gilded Falcons. Please accept this gift as my thanks to you, Alundra. Must have been nice finally finding out. It's a good thing I'm a patient guy. I did panic for a moment. I did think that the item I had just obtained was disappearing before I had a chance to grab it. Alright, so 5 more falcons if I want the life vessel. I don't think that's going to happen, though. Recovers HP if equipped. Recovers 1 HP every 3 seconds. That's cool. It looked like that to me too. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I thought, oh no, I picked a terrible time to stand around. I'm cheating myself out of my item. Alright, so the recovery ring, it doesn't recover if you're moving. It didn't say that. You have to stand still for it to have an effect. That's, I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. So it is possible that there are treasures in the desert that I could have missed. That is a place I am super reluctant to go back and explore again. I feel like we were stuck there for a long time and there was a lot of frustration. But I will attempt to keep the desert in the back of my mind as a potential point of interest. Trying to get over to that one last treasure chest, the one I left by the fire manor. The overworld in this game is kind of like Link's Awakening in a way. Like it's not really that huge of an overworld map, but the paths between any 2 points are so obtuse. Like just to get to a particular point on an area that you know is one screen over, like you have to go and run across half the world because it's designed to gate your movement so much that like just sometimes this backtracking just starts to feel unbearable. It's hard to remember the way around to get to particular areas to begin with, and then even when you do know where you're going, it's just sometimes it's just such a nightmare. That was a one-way trip. If I had fallen off that thing, by the way, I would have had to go all the way around. This game doesn't seem afraid to make things hard on the player. No, it's not afraid to be unkind. It's definitely not afraid to be unkind. It's a good game. It's fun, and it's definitely worth playing. It can be very frustrating at times. Yeah, you gotta have you have to have endurance to make it through on this one. I really wish I'd made it my policy to burn items to not save the items in the treasure chest. I really wish I'd made that my policy earlier. so I wouldn't have all of these treasure chests to loop back to double check and clear out so late in the game. I've got to hit myself with a bomb so I can use the healing item so I can pull the duplicate out of here. I want to appreciate, like, it's good that it doesn't let you waste items from chests that you don't need, but or your inventory. It's good that it protects you most of the time. No, that's where I need to go. How do I get over there? That isn't where I need to go. Never mind, don't listen to me. That's not where I need to go. The world map in this game doesn't make any sense. Nothing lines up with the area I need to get to. I'm breaking down. I'm losing my mind. I agree. I would never guess you could move to half of the places you're going. Oh, it's a calamity. This map. This is where things really fall apart, though. From where I am right now, the place I need to get to is directly up on the world map. I just need to, like, if I could scale this wall like Spider-Man, I would be where I need to be. Right? But, you know, there's nothing here. So, logically, I would think I can go left and up. And right. But you can't. There's nothing up there's nothing up here that leads off to the right. And I've already approached it by going right and up and left. I don't understand the world map in this game. I've got to be missing. I can't be this stupid. There's got to be some way up there. My problem is this river. This river is the source of all my problem up there in the place where I need to go. If I could leap out of water... Hey, Shrapnel Typhoon, welcome in. I'm not giving up. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not going to break an emergency glass for help or anything like that. I actually don't remember what was in this cave, so maybe it's easier than I thought. Maybe this cave is the secret. No, I forgot how this cave works. You have to destroy them while standing on that platform because it'll lift away from you. Ah. Okay, maybe the last time I was here I couldn't swim. Oh, thank goodness. Where'd that fish come from? I mean, I needed to take damage, but still, I disagree with that fish. I still can't say for sure whether I've been through here. I'm thinking, well, I don't know. This is promising. Can't break that? Oh, hallelujah, we're here. This is what I needed. There's our last jelly bean. We made it. No, it teleported me over here. I wanted to collect that treasure chest. I think I can go back. Okay. Don't why did it have to teleport me over here, though? That was rude. I would have got the treasure chest first if I'd known it was going to do that. Still not sure about that, but it's not vital. That's most of the icons we have available. We've also got a Korok from Breath of the Wild. And Ninja Turtles. Frownie style Ninja Turtle. My latest album is complete. It's Dungeon Adventure 2, yes. I'm much better at writing songs than coming up with names for them. What did you think of it? Was it not extremely soothing? Sometimes I think I should have added some reverb to the string section. It would have given the piece a more spacious feel. That's just a mechanism for enjoying the in-game soundtrack. Princess Peach. There we are. Hey, Dollar Phil, thank you for the raid, my friend. Welcome in. You just narrowly avoided a whole lot of time spent with me just banging my head against the wall. You came in just as I figured out what to do to make progress. Very happy to have you here. Welcome to your friends. Thank you, Raiders, for joining us tonight for Alundra. How was your stream, Dollar Phil? What did you do? Was it? It was more riding. I think I saw you were playing earlier. Did you beat it? I was trying to type a shout out for Dollar Phil, and I was shouting out the game riding. Doing some headbanging yourself? Just because the song is everywhere, Shrapnel Typhoon says. Fair enough. Pretty stuck at the same spot. I have every confidence that with persistence, you'll make it through. It didn't work like I thought it might. It really looks like the bomb is going in there. I don't know why it's so hard to go through the door. That game's rough. Vertical shooters scare me a little bit. How's this going? I've heard of it but never tried it. It's going really well. This is a very good game. If you like Zelda type games, you know, as this I think pretty clearly is. You know, as a Zelda clone. If you like these types of games, I don't think you'd be disappointed by this one. It's made for a somewhat older audience. Than like A Link to the Past, so the story is kind of dark and grim in a lot of places. And the puzzles are sometimes very frustrating. So you need to be prepared to bring all your patience with you. But so far I haven't ever had to resort to looking anything up or asking for help with this one. I don't remember. I've been playing for 50 hours, so. could have forgotten something, but I don't think so. I don't think we've ever had to break on this one. But there have been times where I've been stuck for very, very long stretches. One of the things that's most interesting about it, like you'll notice, like I can jump, which you can't usually do in a Zelda game. Game has a lot of verticality and a lot of platforming to it, which is something that makes it unique and interesting. But it is also one of the game's greatest weaknesses. Because that's where a lot of frustration comes in. Also, I walked all this way over here for that treasure chest, and it turned out to just be a mimic. That is time well spent. I can't imagine that having gone any better. I think you and me have both been taking our time with the new Zelda. Very slowly moving along. I still haven't done any of the story. I'm like, I think I'm 160 hours in now. I have about a third of the lower map completed. And I think I'm really close to having all the shrines done. But because I don't know how many there are, it's hard to say for sure. But if it's the same as Breath of the Wild, then I'm really close to having all the shrines done. It'll finally be story time. I want to finish all the shrines and all the of the lower map before I do the story, and then I imagine we'll just breeze through it. Done some of the story, but you're finding random stuff as you go. I've done virtually none of it. I've initiated a few of the storylines. Like, I initiated the Zora's storyline and the Gerudo storyline, but my tendency is to just run in the opposite direction whenever I feel like story is starting to happen. I've found 3 temples in the game so far. I can't interact with them because I haven't done any of the story leading up to them. But I've set foot inside of 3 temples. Basically found and ran away because you can't. The game doesn't want you to miss the story. You're blocked out of doing anything in the temples if you haven't completed the story. Which is nice in a way. You know, I kind of don't like when games like tell me what to do and what not to do to a degree, but I mean, I can appreciate them not wanting me to miss the story. At the same time. Doppelganger, welcome in. Time for the Alundra. You've made it here in time. We've been playing for a while, but it's all I plan on doing tonight, so. Uh-oh. No. It's so rude that they would make me build a ladder behind a foreground obstacle, right? This game has no mercy. This is your favorite game that you're bad at? I'm pretty bad at it too. Missed out on a lot of good PlayStation stuff myself. Didn't have one till later on. Yeah, I didn't have a PlayStation growing up. I had one friend who had one. But the only game I remember us playing together was Bushido Blade. Which, I mean, if you're only going to play one game, I mean, come on, that's a pretty great one, right? This game I picked up, I actually got this game really recently. I picked it up because I knew it was a Zelda clone. And it was, I know it's a rather expensive game. And I got a pretty good deal on a mostly complete copy. I've not been disappointed with it. I have occasionally been frustrated with it. Why is the barrel ladder forsaken me? Hopefully I won't ever have to build that barrel ladder again. Especially in the linked PlayStation first-person mode, StatCat says. I've never actually had the opportunity to play it like that. I would love to one day, though. I imagine it's got to be phenomenal. It's such a wacky game. I've done a handful of PlayStation games on the stream. I've made up a little bit for lost time. We haven't played nearly enough, but I've played a handful. We've done Pac-Man World, and Symphony of the Night, Silent Hill, Destruction Derby, Powerpuff Girls Chemical Extraction. They haven't all been winners. Contra C, the Contra Adventure. Just wish I could go and get my CRT refurbished. I imagine that it's not a whole lot of people working on them. I've opened my CRT up to tinker with it a little bit. It actually didn't do a whole lot of good. But it's so scary. It's so scary. I hate working on CRTs. I'm always as terrified I'm gonna electrocute myself to death. I got the small PlayStation 1 back in the day, but I still only played a small fraction of the catalog, Loaf says. Yeah, I think I've played a couple games outside the ones I mentioned, but it would have only been like maybe one or two more. I think every PlayStation game that I've ever played has been on stream. I never had a PlayStation. Well, that's not true. I did get a PlayStation 1 at one point. One of my friends, he got a PlayStation 2, and he gave me his PlayStation 1 when he got the PS2. But he said it didn't work when he gave it to me. And I have never figured out why he said that, because I tried it out and it worked. I never had a problem with it, but I never played it with it either. I got a PlayStation 2. Really late into its life cycle. And I never actually played it either. But I got it because I won it from the McDonald's Monopoly game. So that was kind of cool. But I was in college at the time, and I wasn't playing games, so I never really had any use for it. And all that for an herb? They locked a key behind an herb? They locked a key behind an herb. They locked an herb behind a key? Oh, no, no, no. That probably deactivated the other fire thing, too. Never mind. Speaking of Contra, do you have Shattered Soldier on the PlayStation 2? I like that one a lot, and it's classic styled. I do have that $1 fill. I've never played it yet. I'm looking forward to it. I think I've got 2 in between. Well, no, I've got a few. I've got a few in between before I get to it, but because I've kind of been doing the Contra games in order. I haven't done them perfectly in order, but pretty close. I'm saving that one because I've heard that some of the later Contra games are not especially good. So I'm hoping that will be like a relief from the less good ones. That's a nice price for McDonald's. Mind-blowing. In the distance, a door can be heard creaking open. Fantastic. CRTs are up there with microwaves for me, as in things that are scary to work on. Oh, there's one guy who works on them still, Shrapnel Typhoon says. Don't put games inside, does not work. That's a big prize by McDonald's Monopoly standards. I mean, I think it's maybe the most worthwhile thing that I've ever like won in sort of a giveaway type thing like that. I don't know what would rival it. Blue fire. A Taco Bell Xbox? Is that something you won? That would make us quite the pair. I have an original Xbox. I bought it at a yard sale. And it was just, I don't remember what I paid for it. It was crazy cheap, but its condition was absolutely dreadful. It was just caked in dirt. And actual dirt, like soil, dirt. Like it had been buried and someone dug it up and sold it at the yard sale. But I cleaned it up as best I could, and it mostly works. It's a little bit... It's a little bit tricky to get the disc tray to behave. Sometimes it takes a lot of effort to swap the disc, but... Other than that, it's fine. But I never used it for years and years and years. And, like, again, it's like the first time I ever used it was on the stream. I never bothered trying to use it for anything because I never had a controller. Thank goodness that wasn't the solution. I'm not really sure what to do about that room. Makes a weird noise in there that I don't like. Just for the Taco Bell startup sound. Could have been worse. Could have been covered in dirt and also bees. Oh, please no. I've had my fill of bees. My Xbox is powered by a swarm of angry bees. There's always a silver lining. Hey, Buddha Fingers, welcome in. Thank you for the pistachios. We'll enjoy those in just a moment. We'll enjoy them now. I think I'm safe over here. We are at what is possibly the final dungeon in Alundra. We also had the wheel of Scorchin was turned back on at the start of the night, but I landed on sunflower seeds, and after that I'm done. It was just as horrific as the first time. Thank you for the resub, Buddha Fingers. Thank you very much, my friend. For the 20 months. That's almost a year. Bye, Frownie. Bye, Stat Cat. Thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your night, my friend. No, I had to turn. Oh, you were gonna spin the wheel. No, I turned it off. After we get seeds, you could have at the start of the night, but after we get the seeds, that's it for the night. I have to turn it off after that. It's still on your phone. Siege 2, Frownie 0. I mean, I take umbrage with your scoreboard, Buddha Fingers. I am still here and the seeds are not. You're into hot stuff, aren't you? Dr. Dollar Phil says. Yeah, I like spicy foods. I don't have like the craziest, like highest spice tolerance in the world. But like fresh habanero pepper is a mainstay in my cooking at home. And you know, I like stuff that has quite a kick to it. But I can't just go drinking like, you know, like 18 million Scoville hot sauce like it's water or anything. Thank you for the hydration, Master Tuesday. Gladly. I think I'll finish up this bottle of water. It's a big drink, but hydration is important. That did not land where it was supposed to. We need a wheel of hydration. We'll have the wheel back on. It should be on next stream. It's just that once I land on those seeds, I have to take a break from it for the rest of the stream at least. Good point. Thank you. Tried to make my own hot sauce a couple years ago. Got good heat, but never make anything that tasted good. I've considered making my own hot sauce, but it would just be basically pure heat. I would rely on other ingredients for the flavoring of whatever dish I was putting it in. That's probably how I would do it myself, I think. Habanero's really good. I like the spices that taste good too. Yeah, I like how habanero has kind of like a fruity quality to it. And we need a wheel of relief. That would be nice. That's a fun idea, but very annoying to implement. most everything that I would want to reach for to relieve me from the burn of a spicy food, most everything that I would want to reach for is something that's like perishable, so it wouldn't do me a lot of good in practice. That's why we don't do the fresh peppers on the stream anymore. It's just because it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare keeping a perishable item in stock for the stream. De-scorching. Rolades. I think there's something to that, Frownie. When you have to turn off the wheel of scorching, you could turn on the wheel of soothing. I like the sound of it, but that's the thing is like I'd want a glass of milk or a bite of ice cream or something, and it'd be horrific trying to keep that stuff in stock and bringing it up and down the stairs into the basement all the time. Mainly trying to make a ghost pepper cayenne, a ghost cayenne blend. Tried to ferment most of it, but I lost a lot of them, Dollarphil says. I know one of our regulars around here makes, actually I think two people that come in here regularly make their own hot sauce from time to time, but I don't know the details of their methods. There's got to be a way to get that chest. I guess it would give me more of a hint. Oh, that wouldn't be the way to get up there anyway. I'm just thinking about it all wrong, I now realize. One surefire way to know when a game hates you is when it makes you construct a staircase behind a foreground obstacle. Molasses and habaneros make all chilies better, Shrapnel Typhoon says. Use a not real wheel like, and that's probably a link. I made one that was habanero and plum. It was decent. A fire extinguisher is perishable. I mean, aren't you supposed to check them every so many years? Only hot sauce I use is a locally made one, StatCat says. 100% bringing them all when I move down. Right on. Have to give you a bottle. It's not that hot and tastes really good. I appreciate you thinking of me, Stat Cat. This I have to go down here and rant for a moment. I can't hold back. I can't hold back. I have to do this. This is the same rant I do all the time, but I have to do it. I'm so annoyed by this build the stairs thing, right? I'm so annoyed because they put this here just to make it annoying for us. And it's like, this is what I hate in video games, when there's a foreground obstacle that dissociates the player from the character they control, because this puzzle, this building this stairs is difficult for me because of my point of view, but from Alundra's point of view, there's no challenge here. There's nothing obstructing his vision, so there shouldn't be anything that obstructs mine. That's it just drives me crazy. I think that any player, I think that the player should always have, at a minimum, access to the same information that the any character they control has. It's a two-way street. You also benefit from things that Alundra does not see. Yeah, but that's it's not a two-way street. You can because you can add information to the player that Alundra doesn't have, and that doesn't destroy the player character bond the same way that taking information away does. It's like if you're watching a mystery, right? And throughout the course of the show, the detective has found two clues that point to suspect A, and so you as the audience, you put those two clues together, and you're like, well, it's got to be suspect A, and then the last 1 minute of the movie, the detective pulls out 5 more clues from his pocket that he's had the whole time that we were never shown for some reason, that show, oh no, it's all suspect B. You don't really feel like you as an audience member were respected in that situation, right? Because it's not about the way the detective puts the clues together, it's about information being deliberately hidden from the audience. So you're saying we were watching Carmen Sandiego? I've never seen that, but I'm going to take your word for it. It's completely fair to give the audience information that their viewpoint character doesn't have, but it is not right to take information from the audience that the viewpoint character does have. In general. These are general things that I'm saying. Right, because there does exist such a thing as an unreliable narrator, right? And things like that. But these are exceptions, not the rule. And I don't think that I'm supposed to go through Alundra being amazed at how unreliable the player character is. If that's the trope that you want to explore, then I would imagine you put more effort into it and have your character, like, refusing to perform actions that you tell them to. You never saw Carmen Sandiego. I never did Buddha Fingers. I must be too old. I mean, it could be a combination of things. It depends on what it aired on. I saw the game show, the Carmen Sandiego like game show they used to do. I remember there being a cartoon, but I never actually watched it. Public television. And if you're referencing the game show, then I just didn't watch it enough to remember it. I suppose. I'm in trouble. That's exactly why I stopped reading home stories. Home Sniff-a-Thing doesn't share what he found, and then, oh, I knew it was her because this thing smelled like perfume. Yeah, that's not very satisfying. I don't know. I'm not very satisfied by a situation where, you know, like, I want to be at it, like, I'm okay with being wrong, but it should be in a situation because where I've misunderstood or misconnected the information rather than just had it denied to me. You know who Carmen is? I feel less senile. I know the character. Oh, I know who the character is. Sorry, yeah, sorry. Like, I know that there were computer games, and I knew there was a cartoon, but I never watched the cartoon or played any of the computer games. But I did see I did watch the game show sometimes on PBS. Alright, the trick has got to be in this room. It's just something about this room I have not figured out. Oh. That's why I could hear the noise. That's why I could hear the noise in this room. I could hear this blue thing. But I commented on it when we were up here. It's like, there's an awful noise in this room before. Okay, that's good. Wonder who wears enough perfume to mark objects like territory. Being misled is very different than inverting the support for the plot reveal, for the plot pivot. Yeah. Well, I think why I would argue that it bothers me so much in video games too, though, is just that one of the, like, I think one of the sort of, like, fundamental goals of most video games is an immersive experience, right? And so just anything that dissociates the player from the player character, I think is is in general a very bad idea. The goal should at most times to be, I would think the goal should at most times be to have the player forget they're playing a game at all. The thing was a handkerchief or some other personal item. Fair enough. And you didn't like how Doyle was taunting the reader for not being able to figure it out. Guess you could say it's like when they cancel a show and do nonsense to wrap it up. If you ever get a VR, you need to try a Pixel Ripped series. I like the, I'm intrigued by VR games. I like the idea and the possibilities. I don't think it's very realistic that I'm likely to have much of a meaningful experience actually playing it, though. VR stuff is pretty prohibitively expensive for me. And I also tend not to play much stuff off stream. And I don't imagine I would probably want to stream any VR games. I don't really like watching VR streams because the head movement is just too much for me. Something about turning off the TV while playing an NES game so your mom doesn't yell at you. Here now. This actually opened up a lot of areas to me. Oh, but I don't want to go in there anymore. That's nothing to be excited about. Hey, Ultima, welcome in. Ultima CJ, pleasure to have you with us. This game, the Brain Buster, it's been it's given me some trouble. I haven't had to break yet. I'm still making it through blind. I haven't needed any walkthroughs or assistance. And I think this might be the last dungeon. Immersive VR content there. Another key. I do like when a game puts a foreground obstacle on screen to simulate characters difficulty seeing something, like Mario Kart when the blooper ability goes off and it puts the ink splots on the screen to like simulate the experience of your characters having ink in their eyes. There was a chest there. Oh, hang on. This is more clever than I thought. Second key. Nice. All right. Hey, we're doing it. Yes, more foreground blockage. I know. I didn't want to say anything because I just went on that big rant, and it's not the first time I've made that. I've gone on that same rant. It's a repeated issue with me. I just don't like foreground obstacles that are not. The rusty chain has fused and cannot be moved. That aren't contextualized. Alright, the rusty chain has been defused. Boy, imagine being stuck for like 4 hours because you didn't think to hit that chain to make it move. That's exactly the kind of thing I would end up doing. Hope I didn't reset the entire dungeon by doing that. I don't really think that's a possibility. I did cause myself some trouble. Get to do this for the 4,000th time. WD-40 wasn't the solution. Someday I'm going to figure out how to get that treasure chest. Hey, we made it through the outer wall. Very exciting. I don't know what things are going to be like once we go inside there. I'm going to step away for a couple minutes, my friends. I'm going to take a short BRB and stretch my legs and take care of myself a little bit. I will be right back with you in just a short while. Thank you for being here with me for Alundra tonight. There have been some lows, but we keep making progress. So if you want to continue on this adventure, then just stand by a couple minutes.